November. Hello.
Goodbye.
Yes. Yes.
It is November. You're right.
It's November.
I forgot. Thanks for reminding me of that. 1 month closer to death.
Yeah.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Yes.
It's me and Liam Payne.
Oh.
Connected.
Sorry.
In spirit.
Yeah.
Too
That's
soon?
a good call back to episode 1. That's
is
a
it
good
too soon?
callback.
Okay.
But it was also too soon. Yeah.
It is November. You're right.
I'm just excited for October to be over. I think.
Why? Don't you like
Oh.
October?
I do like October, but not this particular one.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
not my birthday. Understood.
Right, and it's all because that's Abby's birthday month.
And I beat up
So-
a man on my
And
birthday.
she always beats someone up, and
Yes.
I was the sacrifice.
Hey, Zoe.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm Greg,
actually good.
and you're
yeah.
Zoe, right,
You are
and-
Greg. I'm Zoe.
And there's somebody else at the table.
Yes.
And it's not Travis. Hang on, Travis. Can you pull that up for us?
Travis.
Okay. Get ready. We're recording now. Okay. Sorry, Travis is our sound guy.
He's never
But who's at
ready.
our table? Who is this?
This is. Say your name.
I'm Abby. Wow. Boom. Firework effects.
That is a weird last name. Wow. I've never
Yeah,
heard
well-
anybody with that.
Yeah.
Heckle's worse. So
Heckle? Is that your actual last name?
100%.
Heckle?
Because
I'm a
That's
heckler.
no
so-
Franz,
Yeah,
though.
heck-
You know, it's no
Yeah.
Franz.
I know.
What is Franz?
This guy over here.
What is Franz?
It's
Is it
German for idiot.
Einen kleinen, Heinen, Haden, Hugenhagen.
that's a good impression of me.
Yeah.
That's just a generic German impression.
Oh.
All right.
Left-handed,
was
too.
good.
Hey,
That was
Abby,
good.
how are you?
I'm great. I just got off work. So.
Well, where do I know you from?
I don't know. Sometimes I serve you coffee. And
Sometimes at the coffee.
sometimes I
at
throw
one
it
of
at
our
you.
many
Yeah.
47 local coffee shops
I know.
here in
Yes.
Tip City.
Check
Yes.
out one of our many, many, many coffee shops.
We have several.
I was saying this to someone the other day. I feel like all Tip is coffee, beer, and pizza, which I'm not complaining, but
I could think of worse things. Yes.
Yeah.
And if we get a
could be
coffee
snakes,
shop,
spiders, bears.
well, sometimes.
just bears. It's a whole town
bears.
full of bears. That'd be great. I would like that. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yes,
this
of
is
course.
exciting.
I'm
I'm
very
so
excited to
excited.
have
Zoe's
someone who
great.
gets my references. You know, this
Ah.
freaking guy.
Do you make
over here.
references? You didn't make any references last time that I
Because you
didn't
don't get
meet.
them.
Well, see, the concept of the show is that I'm old.
Okay.
And Zoe's not old. I don't know how old Zoe is, but I know she's
No one
younger than
knows.
I am. And she makes references I don't get, and then I quote from movies that she's never heard of.
That's true.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And that's the difference. Your generation quotes from memes.
Yeah,
and-
that's
and
very true.
Our generation
Yeah.
quotes from important things.
Oh.
Oh, are you
okay.
telling me the road work ahead vine is not important?
What's
that
a
wasn't
road work ahead vine?
road
Oh,
work
boy.
ahead.
Yeah, I sure hope it does.
What is a vine?
Oh boy.
Vines are gone. They went away. Wasn't that the short stuff on Instagram that and then turned into reels?
Wrong.
What was vines? What's a vine?
It's like
That
The-
company went under.
there's the better TikTok.
Was
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Today we're talking about a media
I like
form
that you're in charge of this
that we
show.
have all seen, which
What?
is a movie and a particular movie.
Wait, what's that?
A movie?
Are we covering movies now on this show?
We're talking
What are we
about
like movie reviews or something like that?
We
So
could
yeah,
be.
because we've all seen the same movie, and that's something we can talk about.
I did like this. I'm sorry. I'm going to disagree with you, but we're going to talk about what?
Longlegs,
I liked it.
the horror movie that took the internet by storm.
Dun,
There
dun.
you go.
Oh, we need a sound effect for that.
Oh, you're right. Nope.
Wrong.
Anyways, those are
I
not
liked
good ones.
Longlegs a lot. I thought it was good. Oh, wait, no. I liked Longlegs a lot. I thought it was good.
Oh.
So
Wait, everybody agrees with me.
that is what you're hearing right now. There's a
The
bunch of
worst
people in
thing
the back
about this
clapping.
soundboard is when you applaud, you hit the button and it starts applauding. And then when you take the button, finger off the button, it just stops. There's no fade
Oh.
out.
Yikes. It would be good to have a boo button so we can.
Boo! I just do that one.
Oh.
Just point at her and she'll say boo.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Long-
The sound effects.
A
board.
Longlegs, I thought it was good,
Okay.
but I think it could have been better.
I agree, but I don't think it was that good.
Okay, thanks. And next topic. No, I'm kidding. What if
Abby?
we did a movie review show and literally it was like, yeah, I liked it.
You know,
Yeah.
was good.
Okay,
Yep. And then
next.
moving on. Yeah,
Next,
next
yeah.
movie. So Abby and I saw it together in theaters.
Yes,
Oh
we
my
did.
God,
We
no.
did.
We
Okay.
saw it in theaters on the big screen.
No,
Yeah.
see, I watched
You
it from
saw
the
alone.
I watched it alone in the safety of my home. Yes,
Oh,
and
we
that's
watched
different.
it, in theaters.
Yeah,
Yes.
you probably couldn't pause it and back it up and be like, "Oh my God, that's the devil."
So
I knew.
I knew from
Did you
the
see
beginning.
all of them?
Yes, and I
Oh,
laughed.
spoilers, I guess, if
Oh
you're
yes.
watching the show.
This review contains spoilers
About Longlegs?
about Nicolas Cage
As a human
as a
being.
human, as an actor.
About him making that
Oh,
where he puts his hands up and he does
you
this?
can't see right now, but Greg is doing a really vulgar gesture.
That is not vulgar. You're going to get me fired. Wait, it's my podcast. Never mind. And he's doing this thing, and then he's like, I don't know. I found him incredibly creepy, except for one scene where he's driving in his car, and he's like, Mommy!
I laughed.
Daddy!
That made me laugh.
And I'm like, no, that's Nick Cage.
I
Yes,
don't.
yeah.
Kind of controversial. I don't think his acting was that.
It was
Good.
terrible. The writing is the worst part of that.
And maybe it was the writing.
His particular dialogue you didn't like? Or you didn't find it creepy?
it was funny.
It was funny. He
It
made
was
me
funny.
laugh. And then I think maybe, as soon as I saw his face, I was like,
You leaned
I
into
like-
me and you said, "Is that Nicolas Cage?" And I was like, "Yes,
I
there
didn't
is."
think. I was like, what?
It was good makeup. I
It
mean,
was,
for a
yes.
second, you're
Yeah.
like,
Right.
is that Nick Cage?
Yeah.
And then
Makeup
you are.
artists who are listening, who worked on Longlegs, I know you are listening. Really good job. We like your work. We're
What does
fans.
this mean when he's got his hands up and he's doing this?
That you're next.
Greg's doing the thing
I
again.
don't know what it was, but I found it creepy, and I found his characterization creepy. I
Yeah.
thought the less he talked, the better.
I thought his character had so much potential.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know this, but the kind of backstory that they did not really touch on in the movie was that he was a rock and roll star. He was
Right.
a musician. Abby told me all this actually.
Yes, yeah.
And
You did a deep dive.
Yes, I love movies.
Did you do the deep dive before or after you saw it?
After.
You're curious
Because I had questions because they
Like-
weren't answered.
by the film that you saw.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
and questions that had they been answered by the film would have been so good.
Yes,
So his
Yeah.
face
Yeah.
is like that because of botched plastic surgery.
He'd had many plastic surgeries.
From
Yes.
yeah, and
To look like somebody in particular?
no, just because that's what you do when you're kind of like a music artist, I guess. You know. What else?
He was supposed to be like an ex-rock star, I believe.
Yeah.
And that's why the singing, which that would have
Right.
made
and
more
the,
sense if they
And the
That's a
guitars.
$1 million voice.
He had a bunch of guitars hanging up in his
Yes. yeah.
lair, right?
Yeah. I know a couple
his
guys that
lair.
have them just to be cool, but you
Oh,
know.
that's actually me. She's looking at me. I do have guitars just to look cool.
Do you play guitar?
I do. Not well.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
I love
This is
having
kind
her
of what
on
it
the
sounds like.
podcast because it sounds
Out
like,
of tune.
like rock band is what it
Yeah.
sounds.
I've got my guitar right here. Actually, I'm gonna.
Oh, I can
I'm
play the
gonna
drums, you'll play
over
the
in a little-
guitar.
Yeah. This just turns into a band.
Hey, nicely done.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
So you saw it and you found it funny and not
yes.
satisfying, and you had more questions afterwards.
Well, I
but
don't-
overall, what did you think of it compared to like other recent scary movies?
I mean, the recent scary movies have not been. I don't get
That's
scared by
true.
anything, but recently
I
horror
scare
movies
her.
have been lacking.
In
Just everything. They just
Fear?
haven't. Yeah,
you're,
I feel like they've
she's
been
not
very.
scared by them.
And story.
No, a story especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, It feels like everything's been pretty rushed and just recycled. I mean, there's a couple of movies that have come out, like Pearl.
Pearl,
is a good
yes.
one.
A24, and then
A24 does really well.
I think the Smile movies
Yes.
are an example of kind
Yeah.
of good modern horror.
Yeah.
What did you think of the lead actress in Longlegs? Because she was in It Follows, which is one of my favorite
I love It Follows.
recent horror movies.
Yes.
I thought she did okay in this movie.
She's just I just don't remember much about her. I
Yeah,
did
no,
not connect
same.
with her
I'm
character.
like, when you said the main girl, I literally had to rack my brain for a
a
second.
little bit, yeah. That's why there's a brief pause. I was like, who are
what?
we talking
Wait,
about?
who?
There was a woman in this
Oh,
movie?
right. I don't.
She plays it so strangely.
She does. Yeah.
Like,
You're right.
Like there's a distance between her and everything else.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that comes from her, spoiler, being like semi-possessed by the doll?
I don't know. Apparently, like a medium is what she called her, or something like that.
I just couldn't find myself like relating to her on like a human level. She always felt very removed from the
Yeah,
audience.
like distant. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea of an FBI agent who has psychic powers. That,
Yes,
and I'm like,
I do
oh,
too.
go there, do it, and
Watch
then
Psych. The one.
Yes, I
Didn't
love
I tell you
Psych.
to? Psych is probably one of the best comedy series.
anything you recommend, I immediately delete.
Red
Okay.
flags.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
that's fair.
And that is
It's
actually
silly.
extremely fair.
She doesn't play the guitar; she just owns them.
She just stares at them as they collect dust
Yes. You're
and
not.
cries.
Oh, and
And
now,
now
I'm
you're
sad.
obsessed with plastic surgery,
now-
and you like to sing, and you yell about your daddy.
That's all of that is true. Check, check, check. I found
What
myself
does he
relating
say?
more to Longlegs on
In
a
the
human
car.
level.
What does he say in the car to mommy and daddy? He's like,
Unmake me. Mom, Dad, unmake me. Oh,
that's
okay.
not. That I laughed really loud.
Yeah, that made me
out
laugh
loud
too.
at that.
And then,
I'm
oh,
like, no.
The ending made me actually like
Yeah.
guffaw.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I didn't mind
Let
the ending.
me in now.
I didn't mind the ending, but I have to say my favorite part of the entire movie is reading the backstory after it was
Yes.
over, and then going back and finding all the devil.
Yes,
stuff.
yeah.
That was fun.
It's like a little
I
hide and
didn't.
seek.
Yeah. I didn't care enough to go back.
Oh.
You didn't?
I read like a couple things about it that I was like, and it just kind of made me disappointed in that it could have been like such a better movie. I'm like, why am
Yeah.
I having to do all this research, like reading as someone who should have just been like a viewer and been able to like walk away with a full understanding?
Some people like movies like that though. There are some movies that like, oh,
no, actually, you're making a good point for once, and that's weird.
Oh.
But
I'm sorry. I take
She
it back.
is, yeah.
I'm really sorry, guys. I didn't mean anything of what I just said.
like you see these movies that come out, and then later on you're complaining about it, and people are like, "Well, that was explained in the comic book," and I'm like,
Right,
"No, no,
yeah.
no,
Why
no,
do I
no! I
have to
shouldn't
read
have
the
to read
comic
it.
book?
no.
There shouldn't be homework to
Yeah.
like Longlegs. You should either like what's presented on the screen or you don't."
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. And we're back.
Actually, I shouldn't have played the music because that's just going to confuse you. When you go back to cut those two
It's all
things
good.
together, you're going to be like, "Wait,
I'm gonna
what?"
be like, I completely forgot what we were saying or what I was
We
saying.
were talking about Longlegs, the movie,
Yes.
before the
We're talking
commercial
about
break.
what we should change about
Actually,
it.
we took a commercial break, and it
we
was
did,
great.
yeah.
And thank you for sponsoring our company and or whatever. Thank you for supporting our advertising
Yeah.
partners. Yes. Who are they? NordVPN? Is that what it is?
NordVPN,
Oh.
Surfshark.
Raid Shadow Legends, of
Raid
course.
This
Shadow
podcast is
Legends.
sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid
Yes,
Shadow
always.
Legends. Oh, what a good game that
Hello
is. Is it a
Fresh.
game? Hello Fresh.
Sure. Yes.
Hello Fresh.
HelloFresh.
I get Hello Fresh. It's quite good.
Oh, do you really? Okay.
I'm too scared. I'm scared something's gonna show up moldy, and I
No,
hate
it
mold.
comes in super nice. They put it
Okay.
in a little bag, a little box. It's got these like ice packs. It's really good. And there's your commercial.
Not sponsored.
There we
Could
go.
be sponsored.
Could be sponsors.
I
yes.
do like subscription kind of based things.
I do too.
But then I don't like when I'm like, why was I just charged that? And then I was like, oh right, I'm subscribed to something.
Because you subscribed to this thing and you said, please
Yeah.
charge me.
I'm like, yes, reoccurring charge, totally fine. And then like I immediately forget, and then I'll see it, and I'll be like, what?
We were talking about
What the hell?
We-
Why is $20 missing from my account right now?
we
And then I'm
weren't
like,
we
oh,
weren't
right.
doing a baby voice. We were talking about Longlegs.
Yes. Yep.
And what you would do to make it better. And then Abby said nothing because it's
Start it
worthless
over.
and can't be fixed.
I would turn it into a comedy.
yeah.
Wasn't it a
No.
comedy for you?
I would
It
I would
was.
just touch more on I think his rock star background. I think that's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
interesting. His botched plastic surgery is like what made him that way.
Right.
And then I would have probably cut the girl out completely, and then it
She
would have
was
been
just
starring. I think I have a better fit for that role. I think Bill Hader maybe.
I like the psychic FBI agent. Like he set her whole like thing in motion, and then it comes back to the end. I
yeah,
like that.
I did like that. I was
And I like the
surprised.
dolls. I wish they'd explain more about the dolls.
I
and
didn't
all
like.
that.
Okay, so
They seemed unnecessary.
imagine this: some nun shows up the day of your child's birthday, knocks on your door with a life-size doll of
That
your
looks
child
exactly
that
like it,
and
yeah.
says, "Hi, I'm from the church." You
Trademarked.
know, are
Yeah.
you from the church?
The church.
I'm a
TM.
nun.
Yep.
I'm a nun from the church. Here's a doll that looks like your child. Goodbye. And
Right.
now I have a gun.
No, she's supposed to watch you.
and now you're running
stare
away
at
from
you.
my house.
Yeah.
So is the premise is that Longlegs made a doll of the main character, whose name I don't know. Sorry,
I
I didn't do the
I don't remember her
research.
name either.
I didn't do the research. The FBI agent lady, who's a kid.
Yeah.
We didn't watch the movie, and none of us watched the movie, by the way.
Right.
Seen it
yeah.
twice, but you'd think I'd remember her name, but that's
You've seen it twice?
You've
I
seen
have
it
seen it
twice?
twice.
Yeah, she watched it with her boyfriend.
I
On
know,
purpose?
yeah, he loved the movie.
Oh, okay. Well, what's that
'Cause
say?
he's Team Nicolas Cage. He would do anything for that man.
No, I've seen some really bad Nick Cage movies.
He unsettles me in a way that I can't completely describe. The same way that kind of Jim Carrey scares me.
I
think.
love Jim Carrey.
I know, and yeah.
You're
I
Jim
just-
Carrey-esque. Maybe it's the fear of yourself.
Oh, and I am afraid of my. So, okay, now it makes sense.
Maybe it's your own personality reflected back at you.
Yes.
Like a mirror.
This has become therapy.
Yes.
Featuring Zoe.
Lay down, Zoe. Tell me about your mother.
Travis will give you a
No.
massage.
Yes.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Travis stays over there.
Oh,
Stays
yes,
in
yeah.
his corner.
Tell us about your mother.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad we've learned that
You
my
need
take-
therapy?
My takeaway is that
You need therapy.
is that I need therapy, and I'm glad that therapy has made me.
I watched it once and I liked it. I thought it was good. I like interesting new things. I'm a M. Night Shyamalan.
I love him.
Shyamalan ding dong.
I love that man.
And even when they're bad, I think they're interesting because it's something different. You don't like Longlegs, or you were doing an impression of something from an M. Night movie?
I'm not doing anything.
What was that? You look like you're going to eat the mic.
I was
I think your brain cells
I was
became
unhinging my
amoebas.
jaw real quick so I could eat this mic.
So I liked Longlegs and I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I think it could have been a lot better. I thought the
Yeah.
ending was laughable.
It was,
But I liked that that the mom showed up at the very end, and that was fun. And I like the idea of tying it all together and having him like responsible.
Yeah.
So
I thought
the concept.
cinematography was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was, yes. Especially the opening scene really caught my attention. Like that.
Same. I got excited.
Mm-hmm.
I got nervous, which is weird for me in horror movies. I just
Ooh.
don't. I don't feel that emotion when I watch
The one
them
thing
usually.
they did, I think, the best in this is the cinematography and the setting the tone and making it creepy. I thought it was
Yes.
creepy.
The tone was on point.
And there was some
yes.
great scenes, like when she's sitting at her table in her house, and the way it's framed. There's that open doorway behind her, and you spend the entire scene staring at the open doorway, waiting for something to pop
That's
up.
very true.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. And the way that the house is even built, like the darkness in the wood and everything really like
Yeah.
amps the scene up, like very small light sources, and it
So
does
the-
do really well.
So I guess the premise is Nick Cage made a doll of the main character.
Yeah.
And took her hair. How'd he get her hair? But anyway, and made a doll of her, and then took it to her mom and said, "Here's a doll that I made of your kid." And then
Gave her a choice.
and then liked the mom so much that he recruited her to then deliver all the other dolls.
No, she made the choice because it said Clover or something. You either had to choose between two options, and it's either basically join him and kill other families or sacrifice your own family, and like have the cycle end there, like
And that's what happens
in that.
at the end.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah,
Sort of, because there's still a doll.
yes,
the
and a little girl that was very obsessed with it. So.
Yes, so it doesn't end.
No,
Do you think that's a sequel?
I
set
hope
up?
not.
Yeah.
But doesn't
they're
that
not
happen a
gonna-
lot? Like they
It
put
does,
that
yeah.
in there. What was
They want the money.
I was just watching Trap, and and I looked it up online afterwards, and
Okay.
somebody said that they didn't end it the way they wanted to end it because they wanted to set up like a sequel concept. And I'm like, really?
I wonder if that's gonna get greenlit because I know
No.
it's got a
don't
lot of
think
criticism.
That was bad.
Yeah.
But again, he has great setups and bad endings. A lot of his movies I don't like.
Okay.
Old, I didn't like the ending of Old either.
I hate that movie.
Yeah.
I
The
like
Village,
the
I
idea.
love,
I
but-
like Village, but the Old, I like the idea of it, and it just
hated
didn't.
that movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't rewatch, and that's hard for me to say because I do love him as well.
On
but it's
Yelp,
just,
you'd give it a 1 star. Is that what you're saying?
maybe a 0.
Can
Possible.
you do 0 on Yelp?
I'll find a way.
Biter?
I'll
Are you the
email
biter? Are you the biter?
Biter of Tip City. I will bite you.
Are you lean? You know, when you get close to the mic, I can hear you, but when
Oh.
you're back
Yes.
far away, I can't hear
Yeah.
you. So you should get closer anyway. That's great.
That's how.
But
Let
don't
me
touch the
in
mic.
now.
Don't touch the mic with your mouth. Daddy,
Oh,
unmake me. I laughed out loud when
yeah.
I did that, and I'm
I
like,
heard
oh, come
multiple people
on.
laughing. I was like, what?
No, and when you're watching a horror movie and it goes that way, you're
Yes.
like, oh man, I feel bad.
I just can't with that. At the end of that, when he's like, "Hail Satan," mwah. I'm like, all right, what did you? Hello?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, after the credits?
Oh no,
like,
this brings up another point that I wanted to make.
Uh-oh.
That I'm so passionate.
The interrogation scene.
I lost my train of thought.
All you can think about is
interrogation
biting
scene.
the microphone, like the soft fuzzy part, and I'm like,
yeah,
I'm like-
I remembered my thing. I would have preferred it to not be so, I think, the supernatural element.
Yeah.
Because I think if he had just been a serial killer and all of this had just been kind of because of his like whatever rock star life that really messed his brain up, that would have been a much more interesting story than just being like, oh, and all that happened because the devil is widowy wheel, guys. Is widowy there.
Yeah, I didn't
And
like
you know,
that.
like the actual haunted like demon like elements and stuff. I'm like, you know, horror movies do that and it's okay, but it leans so heavily like in that direction when it could have been just like a really cool like weird serial killer.
Yeah,
Like,
and they
more,
really
more grounded.
Yeah, they really throw it in your face too. They're like, "Oh, so if you don't understand, here's an actual pop-up of the devil himself."
Oh yes, and now our special guest is the devil, and he's here
several times.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the
Several
weird,
times. And he pops up and you're like, what's that?
or like the weird with the cloth that looked like Darth Maul. When they showed like the red eyes, it looked like a Star Wars character. I was like, oh,
what
that
is
does not
this?
look
Oh,
good.
the doll when it's sitting there with the red eyes.
That
yeah.
was not good. Just leave it as the black cloak. That was kind of spooky, kind of
It's
mysterious.
a hard line to walk between creepy
is.
and silly. It really
Yeah.
is. And sometimes it's one too many
Believe me,
things
I know.
that you're like, it's creepy, and then that fifth thing, you're like, oh no, okay, now you've gone over into dumb. This is just silly. I liked it. I thought it was good. It was interesting. It's different.
Let me in now. That was my main takeaway.
Can you, when you edit this episode, can you cut that out and make it like a button on our thing where I'm talking to the lady from the chamber about some event or something, and then I push that button and
Let me
in now.
when does he say that?
Nice.
It's
Not
at the beginning,
once,
I think.
not twice.
Oh, yes.
But as many times as I'd like. And I actually have quoted that probably at least once a day since I've seen that movie.
Really?
She screams it at me.
And I
You
do scream
should
it
see
at multiple
somebody.
people. Oh.
You really should see
So
somebody.
back to Zoe needing therapy.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Exactly.
Is that not, you guys haven't been doing that?
This is an intervention.
You guys
So-
have
so you're
not once.
So you're saying you can't fix this movie. It can't be fixed in its current format. You would have shot it, and then you would have shown it to test audience. And then when they laughed, you would have been like, okay, that's got to come out.
If you just read me the log line, I think, for that movie, I would have said, that's got some real potential.
Yes. Yeah.
I couldn't hear that. You have to lean closer to your mic.
Oh. I think that.
See how Abby and I are doing it?
Yeah.
You guys are like hunch. I'm trying to have good posture.
No.
I don't have good posture.
During the podcast, you're supposed to have horrible posture.
Oh, now I understand.
Oh my God, I heard you.
You can hear me now?
What?
I thought that I've been yelling very loud.
You have been, but it doesn't pick up all the nuance if you're far back like this and you're yelling.
So we don't seduce the microphone.
Oh my God, what are you? I'm looking away. Don't lick it.
I didn't.
Okay, good.
Someone should mark that this one's mine because I did lick it.
That's the one with.
So I didn't, but I did.
That's the tuberculosis one. Yes.
Okay. This is the diseased mic, guys. Oh, you don't want to use that one. That's the diseased mic.
So how would you fix Longlegs?
I already told you.
You can't. You're saying you can't. Okay.
That's not what
you
I
would
said
make it.
at all.
You would make it more grounded. I like the supernatural elements of it, but it's
Okay.
hard to.
They should
you're
have
right.
sold it like that, though.
You're right, though. It's hard to like. It's hard to sell that and then not make it funny. Creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a good example of a grounded horror movie that you
Hereditary.
really like?
Hereditary. I
Did that
love
scare?
Ari
Did
Aster.
that? Have you seen that, Zoe?
No.
I'm so scared. Like
you
that's the
haven't
only
seen.
movie.
Have you seen Midsommar?
I love that movie.
You haven't. Okay.
I have both
No.
of them.
We're watching them all.
I'm a movie collector.
I don't want to watch Midsommar. I heard that one's scary.
Don't you
There's
want
some
scary?
not mild, very extreme nudity. That might be a little scary.
Oh, yeah. I am
Where's
scared
the
by
nudity?
nudity.
There's no.
There's in Midsommar.
In
that's
Midsommar?
Remember the thing where they had the breeding thing?
Oh, I forgot about that.
I did not. It's scarred
See, when you
within
say
me.
nudity, I think like exciting, erotic,
This was
fun
not. This was
nudity. When
traumatizing.
When someone's nude and it's like a 100-year-old person and they're shambling towards you with their hands out, like the lady in The Shining. That's I would not consider that nudity.
Yes.
I would consider
old
that,
people don't get
purgatory.
to be nude.
I would consider that mind scarring.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
because she's got boils and goo all over her. Yeah, no, that's not nudity.
So
But you're right. No, you're right. It is
that.
nudity. The Shining.
That's The Shining.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen The Shining? Okay, so
I'm
I
getting
love
her
that. I
into
love
that.
that. I'm
hey,
like,
Abby, do you want to do a movie review podcast with me? Because
So basically, get the hell
oh,
out.
the door's that way.
I need people that have seen the movies to be on it. And you're like,
I'm a
no,
movie
I love The
nerd.
Shining. I think it's great. And
It
you're like,
is,
no, I
yeah.
haven't seen it.
I collect movies,
well.
so
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no, she really does.
I do. I made her watch the Scream movie with me. the
I
other
love
night.
Scream.
That was good.
I
The
love
new
that
one?
movie. No, the original, because she had never seen them.
I haven't seen. How many are there? 6? Is it the 6th one?
7.
I haven't seen the
There's a
last.
lot, but they're amazing.
With Jenna Ortega. Jenna Ortega. I have not seen. So, have you seen any other scary movies besides Longlegs lately?
I failed to mention Longlegs is like the first horror movie I ever watched.
Yes.
So that's why I'm so ready and willing to give all my opinions on it. Because
So far, this is a great
I know
premise for a
so-
podcast, really. It really. So let's review all the scary movies you've ever seen,
just
Zoe.
think-
And
yeah.
we're done. Okay, that was great.
I was wrapping it up. Yep.
That was exciting. Okay, well, we'll have to do future episodes where we cover other scary movies after you've seen them, because then you can have an opinion.
You're watching Hereditary.
I'm nervous.
You should be. That one's
Oh, okay.
I think Midsommar first.
Midsommar first.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
What if I made you guys watch some really weird, obscure comedies?
That's
that you-
fine.
that you
We'll
wouldn't
watch
think
scary
were-
and then
Name
comedy.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You've seen all of them?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yep.
Have you? You've probably seen. Have you seen Hot Rod?
Yes. Oh, I love that.
Oh,
I have
yes.
not. I have not.
I've not seen that.
Ah.
I did this in high school, though. I would make up band names.
Oh, you
and
lied.
I'd be like, oh my God, have you seen Killer Instinct? They are so good live. And then people would be like, oh yeah, I've seen them. And I'm like, I just made that up.
You're like, haha,
You
liar.
lied and tricked me.
Is Hot Rod a thing?
You know it is.
Why are you
I
sighing?
ain't never seen
Because-
whatever.
well,
You're looking
first-
at me.
You're sighing so loudly into the mic. It's great. So it's like you're
I-
blowing out a candle or
because
something.
Now there's like audio evidence of me being tricked and bamboozled. And
Shenanigans.
Show it to your therapist.
oh,
Are you
Right.
saying there's something called Hot Rod that's either
a
a movie
movie-
or a television
let
show?
me tell you. All right, it's starring Andy Samberg.
Okay.
Oh, well, there's
Produced-
no. Pass.
What?
Pass.
Are you serious?
I can't stand him. He's Pete Davidson bad for me. I can't stand.
Okay, so I understand maybe you don't like the Lonely Island stuff.
I didn't know. Oh my God. What's the Never Stop, Never Stopping? Oh my God. Rip my
Pop
eyes
star,
out.
never stop,
That's it.
never stopping.
Never Stop, Never
the
Stopping.
okay, so you.
Longlegs was better.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
boy.
So obviously,
She's you guys can't see this, but she's coming over the table at me. Travis,
I am
Travis,
actively.
This woman.
That's true. I'm actively attacking Greg right now.
putting her back. Travis, get her back in her chair right now.
So, all right, yes, the
Lonely
movie failed
Island.
at the box office.
What movie?
It was a disaster.
Hot Rod?
No, well, yes, that one
Okay,
too.
I gotta
But
Google
also,
this.
Pop Star.
Travis,
Never Stop,
look
Never
up
Stop.
Hot Rod on the screen for us so I can see
Travis,
what this
pull
is
it up.
about. Go ahead, keep talking.
Okay.
Just because I'm Googling,
So
or
yes,
Travis is Googling.
his movies bomb at the box office. Yes, they get lots of criticism, but I still think that there's funny and that they're funny, and there's like an element of like comedy that I feel like you guys just don't get it, man. Like you just don't like get like the stuff that I think is funny, and
She should be the emo one.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Would you consider yourself emo?
I don't know what
I
I,
don't
am.
think
I,
you
I
There it is.
exist.
Hot Rod is it is funny. It makes me laugh. And Bill Hader's in this movie.
He looks like a 50% off version of Jesse Eisenberg.
You're right. I was actually gonna
That's true.
say that they look alike.
Okay, so let me read the log line. And you know what a log line is, right?
I do.
Okay, good. This is so exciting. I'm surrounded by people that like movies. I'm a happy person.
Yes.
Self-proclaimed stuntman Rod Kimball is preparing for the jump of his life to clear 15 buses. You're giggling as I read it. You must think it's funny.
It's funny.
To raise money for his abusive stepfather Frank's life-saving heart
Oh,
operation.
let the man die. And there's
Oh,
my.
Wow.
But
And,
he's abusive in a funny way.
Oh,
Okay, so I have not seen this. This is from 2007.
You
I'm gonna look it up on IMDb because I want to know who directed it. Because this is my thing is directors.
Yeah.
I look and see who directed
it was directed by wait, just look it up.
I did it. Akiva something or other.
Yeah, so he's a part of the Lonely Island.
Oh, well then I'm gonna pass. Pop star never. Okay, so here's his list of movies. Ready?
Okay.
Pop star never stop popping. Wait, no, never stop, never stopping. Which I thought was dumb. Saturday Night Live, 1975. What's that mean?
No, I think that just means that he was like worked on the show.
Yeah.
He looks 11.
Well, not back in 1975.
Was a fetus when he was on the show?
Yeah. No, he just.
Is this a movie?
No.
Saturday Night Live, 1975.
No, so Saturday Night Live was started in 1975, and he just worked on it during some point in the show's run.
So they have the year it started.
Look at his popularity going way down. That's crazy.
Yikes.
So yeah, no, his discography arguably is not filled with bangers.
The Lego movie a lot of people like, though.
Oh, he directed the Lego movie?
This is the Lego movie.
Oh,
It
okay,
says
yeah.
he did the soundtrack.
Oh, never mind. Forget what I said.
Oh.
Let's see.
Loser.
Under
No, I'm just
director.
kidding.
He's
Okay.
directed 64. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted 64 directing
The Naked
things.
Gun.
The Naked Gun. What?
That's the new movie that they're making.
okay.
I loved the first one.
Liam Neeson's in
Of
that.
course.
Yeah, we'll
Well,
see. Let's see. Director.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is pretty good.
Do you like Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I've never seen that. Is that
It's
any
pretty good. It's funny. It's very funny.
We're way far off of Longlegs. We
It's
should do another episode on comedy.
I think we wrapped up Longlegs.
Okay, good. Okay. Well, I did want to compare it with other scary. So let's just 2 seconds. Let's talk about some other good scary. If you liked Longlegs, don't watch these. What are some other scary movies that Abbi would recommend to people that want to watch an actually good scary movie instead of Longlegs?
Any Ari Aster films.
Okay.
So Beau is Afraid, or Beau's Not Afraid.
Midsommar.
And Hereditary is my personal favorite.
Hereditary was quite scary.
Yes.
That one, that one. Don't watch that alone.
I love that movie.
That was a good one.
I worked at a movie theater when that was coming out, and I'd go and just sit there and listen to it.
Okay, we're going to do trivia, and you're not going to look at the screen. Travis, can you pull up a list of the movies that Ari Aster has directed?
Just the 3, I think.
He's done 12.
He's done 12.
What?
No, you looked.
No, I'm not going to know any of the other ones.
Okay, so the ones you have heard of are the 3 you said. The rest are all shorts. So
so I feel like I get points for that.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna mouth
he's-
all the answers.
He's
to you.
got something coming out called Eddington. I haven't heard of this. Do you know anything about
I
that?
have not.
Sounds like a British film.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
lovely.
No, right.
Oh, goody. It's got a bunch of cookies and stuff in it.
Crumpets.
In it.
And it.
I meant to say in it, like it's in the movie, but
Yeah.
then I used the
It worked.
phrase that
Okay,
also
well.
in it.
Is that what you want? Is that what you wanted?
I've never seen anything
God.
else by him other than those main movies, but he came out of nowhere.
I know, but
Beau
I
is Afraid. Is that any good? I
Beau
didn't
is.
see that.
I have heard things about it. I need to watch it.
Oh, you
I need to
haven't seen
buy it.
You
I have like 500 movies.
You haven't seen Beau is Afraid?
No, but I've like listened to what it's about.
I heard it was unsettling, and all I know that. Yeah, that's all I know.
I love Ari Aster.
Ari Aster.
I'm typing.
I hardly
Travis,
know
you're
her.
typing way too loud.
Travis is breathing way too loud.
I'm just curious. What's the
you
scariest
get rid of
movie?
him?
What's the scariest movie that came out this year?
If they're gonna say Longlegs, everybody was like,
Smile
"This is the
too.
scary."
Smile too.
Well,
Yeah,
Look, there's the photo
Smile
right there.
too. Smile too. And
Terrifier
It's
3 is
probably
just
one of the Terrifier
gore.
movies.
That does
Terrifier
not
3
count.
is just gore. I
Okay,
don't
so
like gore.
don't look. You guys are looking.
Okay.
You're looking. What are you
I'm
doing?
not looking.
Well, you said not to look, and that made me. I heard look.
Okay, for the last part of this episode, before
Okay.
we end, we're going to go over the 15 scariest movies of the year so far that people think,
Okay.
and you're going to give me a yes or no if you've seen it.
Oh God.
15 is Longlegs, and it's got an 86 Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes,
Boo.
I've seen. Oh, boo.
Not happy with that
I've seen
one?
it,
No.
but no.
We should do an episode on that show. Okay, and then Maika Monroe was the name of the character. Lady that
Oh.
played. And
There's
Oz
no way I
Perkins.
was gonna remember that.
Oz Perkins. I don't know anything else he's directed.
I can't say that I've ever heard that name before, to be fully honest.
Okay, now I have to know what else he directed.
Oz, like the Wizard of.
Yes, exactly like the Wizard of. This is
So-
going to be our longest episode by far.
Yeah. Zoe's getting intimate with her microphone as you're...
I know, she's bored. We're almost
That's
done.
not true. I'm just...
Zoe,
Can't a girl just get intimate with a microphone?
No. Okay, so okay, I'm going to read you some of the movies he's done, and you're going to tell me yes or no, if you've seen him or not.
Uh-oh.
The Black Coat's Daughter.
No.
I heard that was good.
I did hear that people did like it, but I have not seen
All
it.
of these are just going to be, I heard it was good.
I Am the Pretty Thing That Lives in the House.
I hate that movie.
Okay. And then Hansel and Gretel.
Which one?
I assume
I'll
it's
have
the
to look.
horrible one with
Yes, yeah, okay.
With who's the guy who shoots the bow and arrow?
Oh man, that's the guy that got hit by the
Snowplow.
Yes.
PG-13.
No,
How
this
is
is
it
a
scary?
different Hansel and Gretel.
Oh.
This is something else. So
Yeah, I have not seen that. But I had
And
the
it's
pretty little
Gretel
thing
and
that-
Hansel.
Hansel and Gretel.
Oh boy.
Oh, they got it swapped. That's nice.
Let
Okay, so
me in now.
15 was Longlegs. So I bet you've seen most of these, and I'm curious
Maybe.
if you come up with the number one. Okay, 14 was Smile 2. I haven't seen it
I
yet.
haven't
I've
seen it
seen
yet,
it.
but I love
Very
Smile, the
scary.
first one.
I did enjoy it.
The first one?
The second one.
Oh, really? What was your favorite part of the second one?
Yes.
I liked the part where
You were so full of it, you haven't seen it.
I have seen it.
You did not see Smile 2.
I have watched Smile 2.
You?
Yes.
That's a
She
horror
pirated
movie.
it.
I pirated it and I watched it with my friend.
We don't pirate on this show, and
Oh.
we're not talking about
Oh.
that. So you saw it in the theater, and what did you see? What did you say?
I saw it in theater.
I've never pirated anything either.
I saw it in a home theater.
Oh, no, you saw it in the theater, and did you like Smile 2?
I did.
Did you like it better than Smile 1?
I haven't seen
Okay,
Smile.
good. Thanks.
I haven't
Nice.
seen Smile 1. I only watched the second one.
Okay,
thought it
13
was
is
creepy.
Out of Darkness. I haven't heard of that.
I have not heard of that one.
12 is Quiet Place. Day
I hated that movie. The first two are amazing.
I saw the first one. I didn't see I'm completely off mic. What am I doing? I'm leaning over here and I'm talking to Zoe, and I'm like, hey, how's it going?
yeah.
I like the first one, but I didn't see
I own the first two, and the third one really I did not care about any of the characters, and everybody doesn't talk, so I care less.
Real.
11 was VHS Beyond, which I
Yeah,
actually like. I like some of those. Some of them are really good. Some of them are horrible.
I can't get into that. Well, I probably started one of the horrible ones, and then I was like, oh,
Even the
Not
better
about
ones
this.
only have one or two good parts.
okay.
There's one with the succubus.
Oh,
The lady
What?
that's mad because the guy's no, that was good.
Okay.
And then there's one that's in a Japanese cult compound.
yeah, I did not see that one.
That one was good. I like that one a lot. But it's like it's a horror movie, but in shorts, and they put them all
Yes.
together.
I think I know what movie you're talking about. What's that one called?
VHS.
Oh, okay.
Did you see it?
No, no, you know I haven't seen it.
Okay, The Devil's Bath.
I've no what? Is that about Ohio?
Zoe.
No, I have not seen it.
Just asking.
I'm telling you, I will.
Stop motion. You know, they really should make you have to have a minimum.
I kind of
number.
wanted to see that one.
So, The Substance. Has anybody seen The Substance?
I
yet?
couldn't take that.
I have
movie.
heard about this,
I
movie,
heard
like
it's
in
body horror.
detail.
We're
I
gonna
don't
watch
like
this.
it.
It's the
I'll watch
worst
it.
body horror movie I've ever seen.
As in, like intense wise, or okay,
Yeah, and I've seen all the Cronenberg stuff. And
I'll be okay then. You should not.
Mads?
I will pass.
7 is Mad.
I have not. I didn't even see a commercial. I didn't. I don't know.
6 is New Life. 5 is Strange Darling.
I don't know.
Haven't
She's
seen
got
that
pink
yet either.
hair. That's all. My only commentary.
Twisted One Night Stand.
In Flames is 4. Infested is 3. Oddity is 2. So I haven't seen any of those, but I really like Late Night with the Devil. I thought that was good. That
I
was
haven't
fun.
seen it. I
That was good.
watch it. I've been slacking
I
on
like
my
the
horror movies this year.
synopsis.
Yeah, I like him.
Johnny Carson rival Jack Delroy hosts a syndicated talk show.
It was
Night
fun.
Owls.
I enjoyed that. That was
Okay.
good. And
I'll
something
watch it.
different. Something different. Yeah,
I'll
watch
watch it.
Late Night with the Devil and then report back. All right. Well, that was our episode on Longlegs and other recent scary horror movies. Zoe has seen none of them. Well, you've seen 1% of them.
I've saw 1%.
I'll infest her with watching horror
yeah,
movies.
she already. Yeah.
Yep.
The process
Influencing.
has begun. Yeah.
Yes.
It's fun to be an expert on a particular genre. I think it's
Yes.
neat to watch
Yeah.
them and then compare them. So why don't we watch some and come back and do another
Mm-hmm.
episode on scary movies that Zoe does like?
Oh.
None of them.
No, I do.
Scream.
I've been getting into some. Yeah. Like I said, I liked Smile too.
Ari Aster's a great director.
I
So you
love
might
that
really
man.
like Midsommar, but you really do have to watch that with the lights on.
No.
Listen, I'll hold your hand.
Unmake me.
Unmake me.
Okay, do your thing again, and we won't talk over it, and then that'll be it for this episode.
Let me in now, and it can be nice. Not once, not twice, but as many times as I like.
You really should be standing when you're doing that. Would it help if I did this while you're doing?
I'm like
the finger
curled
thing.
into a ball, screaming into the mic. Yeah. But I've been quoting that pretty regularly.
And have you found that it makes more new friends, or are you losing friends over this?
Do you have friends?
Imaginary friends.
Ouch.
Sorry about that, man. I love you, man.
I think that,
Okay, so you have homework.
people always respond really well to it.
You're
She
going to
does
watch
have homework.
scary movies, and
I
I'm
got
going to
you.
watch Hot Rod, where a guy does a jump over buses to raise money for a heart operation. So we both
don't
got...
sound so excited.
I am so excited. Thrilled
Thrilled
to
in
watch
fact.
this.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Well, you want to do the outro? Go.
Oh, I did the intro. You have to do. Abby can do the outro.
What am I doing?
Okay, I'll do the outro. Okay, well,
the
thank
outro.
you, everyone, for joining us on this
Yes.
episode of the show that has no name. We haven't decided yet on it, but
Village Idiots.
I like Village Idiots.
I do like Village. That's a good name.
Chatterbox. I like Chuckleheads. I don't know. We're going to just keep doing episodes until we settle on one. But I like Village Idiots.
Yeah.
And on the podcast cover, you're going to be in the background with your hands up like Longlegs?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's what we landed on that we would do
Yes.
for the cover art.
It can't get any worse
No.
than the one I made that looks like a stalker in the background.
Actually, I would just like to keep that and then just put Abby's head over Rachel's body.
Cut, pasted over there.
No, that's man. I'm gonna get canceled by Rachel.
Do you
for
want
that.
to be at a Dave Matthews concert? Where were you? You guys were at
Dave Matthews, yeah.
Was that Dave
That's
Matthews?
what the kids are listening to.
Were you at you were at some concert?
Cage the Elephant.
Oh, I know them.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know any of the words that you're saying. So,
Oh.
Is that a band?
Cage the Elephant is a band.
Yep.
You
I
probably know them.
I'm teasing.
Oh, you okay? Another classic Greg lie that everyone finds so amusing.
No one finds it. No one finds me amusing at all in any way, shape, or form. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us on this episode where we covered a whole bunch of scary movies, and then we're gonna come back at some point and watch some more and talk about them. But thank you for joining us, and all right, I guess we're out.
Guess we're out.
You want to play that music?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
That's not the music.
They're simple, boring, never thought of until they're needed. They're windshield wipers. Only when Mary Anderson became annoyed that New York trolley drivers were stopping to wipe their windshield by hand did anybody do something about it. By attaching a spring-loaded arm to a rubber blade, one woman made travel easier and safer. Look to innovate and pass it on from passiton.com.